Hello, everyone. How y'all doing out there, man? I hope you're doing good. Staying safe and just staying alive. So I saw this and I had to talk about it because I know it kind of caused a stir like in the media, and I think for a good reason. In my humble opinion, I think her comments caused a stir, but for a good reason. So, uh, B. Simone, she was being interviewed by Nick Cannon, and I guess Nick Cannon was asking her like, what's her ideal guy or something like that, or like, her standards, I guess, or whatever she looks for in a man. And she said, he can't have a 9 to 5. Take that in for now. I mean, he could be a hustling entrepreneur, a hustling entrepreneur. He can't be clocking in and clocking out. Ugh, man, okay. And she also said, I think entrepreneurs should date, entrepreneurs. And Nick Cannon, being, I guess, the voice of reason, he suggested that there are good men, men with vocational skills, plumbing, engineering, that kind of stuff. And they make good money. But she wasn't convinced about that. Like she wasn't having it. I guess she's at a point now in her career being an entrepreneur that she can't see herself dating a 9 to 5 kind of guy. Like, I gotta clock in, clock out. I hate my man. I hate my manager. I hate this. I hate that. But besides that, she also said that this 9 to 5 guy won't understand her lifestyle. They won't understand why she's up at 3 a.m. in the morning grinding, because they so used to their set schedule of waking up, let's say 7:30, for example, to get to work for 9 o'clock or something, or 8 to 4. It's the same thing. That 8 hour shift with the hour break, if that, if you get that hour break. Some people don't even get that. But besides that, so the first thing I wanted to say is that I understand her mindset. I do. I get where she's coming from. She, because she worked her ass off in a unconventional way. And yeah, I feel like her method of becoming rich, or however she wants to describe herself, her method of becoming the person that she is now is unconventional. And I started to realize that it's true. Entrepreneurs are rare. People that decide to go out and make their own money and stop working for the man, in quotation marks, is very rare, and a lot more rare than it seems. Because we see the rappers, we see the other people that made it, and they're not really working for anybody, they're working for themselves. They're self-employed, as people like to throw that word around. They're self-employed. That's rare. And to be successful with it is, I think, even more rare. People will be quick to do this, do that, just to not have to do a regular job. But it's rare to actually be able to be good with it and to make money off of that. Because, people like security. And that's what I realized. I've been watching a lot of financial stuff recently, and I realized people like the security of having a job, of having a 9 to 5. People like that mindset of, okay, I work Monday to Friday, I have my weekends off. So I leave work at 5, I come home at 6 or 7, however you want to, whatever time you get home, and I have the rest of the day to myself to do whatever, or sleep, and rinse and repeat. People like that. I don't. Me personally speaking, the type of person I am and the path I want to be headed on, I don't like that. I don't like this set schedule of doing this 9 to 5. I'm gonna get home at 7, and then I'm tired. I'm working my ass off for 8 hours for pennies, in comparison to what my boss is making, his boss is making, and the corporate is making. So I get it. I get her mindset. But you also have, yeah, that's what I'm saying. I get her mindset. There's a sector of the population that's like, nah, this 9 to 5, this not for me. I hate this job. I hate the boss. I hate the job. I hate the boss. I hate the pay. I hate my coworkers. You know, that statement is personal, to be honest. But besides that, yeah, there's people in this world that, nah, I can't do this no more. There's people at your job right now looking for jobs on the job. Like, if you ever seen that, you know what I'm talking about. On Indeed, on Craigslist, on Glassdoor, all of those stuff, looking for jobs while they're at work. Complaining every time they go on break, complaining about the boss, complaining about this and that. You see that. But a lot of those people, they end up just getting another job and rinse and repeat. Same thing is gonna happen. They'll probably get paid. They'll probably get paid more. But the same thing. They're gonna hate their boss. They're gonna hate coworkers. It's gonna be the same thing. And it comes a point where it depends on that person. Like, I'm gonna throw the security aside. I'm gonna throw that aside for a better future. I'm gonna start working for myself. I'm gonna start doing things I actually want to do in my life. And I'm gonna put my all into it and make it to where I'm not applying for jobs anymore. That's gonna be such a good feeling. I don't have to apply for a job anymore. And I'm making more money doing this than clocking in and out and asking for hours. I swear, this is a very personal kind of a video. It won't happen like this too often, but yeah, you gotta have that go out and make your own money kind of a mindset. Even if you have to do freelance work, that's a start. Like, yo, I like this. Let me figure out something and actually be doing it. I should be good at it and actually put effort into it. That's the main thing. So, on one hand, I get her mindset because a 9-to-5 person, if they don't have the mindset of actually wanting to do better and actually wanting to work for themselves, it'll never work. Because that entrepreneur will be traveling, business deals, contracts, all of that stuff, while the entrepreneur is clocking in and out, getting their W-2 at the end of the year, the beginning of the year, whatever. And that's it. That's all it is with their life. And they get that week's vacation out of the year, and that's it. One vacation out of the year. They come home, complain about their boss, complain about coworkers, a coworker snitched on them, blah, 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 blah. And they never do anything to change it. But on the other hand, if you had a 9-to-5 person that gets off at 5, gets home, and starts grinding, then that person is on their way to becoming an entrepreneur. So in that case, that relationship would work. But if that 9-to-5 person is stuck and content with that, it'll never work. So I get her point, and that's her preference. And she shouldn't be criticized for that, to be honest. In my opinion, she shouldn't be. Because I'm pretty sure a lot of entrepreneurs that's successful have the same mindset. Like, I can't date someone who's getting 5-hour shifts. Unless they're in school or something and, you know, they're just working as a side, part-time thing. But I can't be doing this, making my own money, while my significant other is clocking in and out and complaining about making minimum wage. It's too much of a difference in mindsets. And especially, I'm telling you, if that 9-to-5 person is happy with that, it will never work. Because if I'm getting up 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, getting ready to do this video or do whatever, and my significant other is getting up a few hours later to go complain about her job and come home and hurt my head complaining about her job, it's not going to work. It's not. I'm telling you. That's a recipe for disaster. But yeah, that's all I wanted to say. That's all I wanted to say about it. Let me know what y'all think in the comments. And, like, comment, subscribe, and more videos coming soon. Thank you.